It doesn't matter what the game is. People are always going to try and cheat the system. And if you're not cheating too, you may just get left behind. Shout out to Mayday in the Discord server for sending me this video. I don't even know what to say, but I've got some thoughts that I want to share. Apparently, the streaming industry is broken. The music industry is trashed because there is lying, thievery, and deception afoot that I didn't even know about until I saw this video. If you want to join the Discord server and learn more and be able to chat with me throughout the week, just sign up at lyonmentalhealth.com for the weekly emails. The link is at the bottom every Tuesday morning. I'd love to see you there. But let's get to this wild story.
This is what a streaming farm looks like, aka the black market of the music industry. It's how some musicians and labels distort reality to push their tracks to the top of the charts and earn more money. Streaming farms use bots to artificially play music on platforms like Spotify or Apple Music to drastically inflate the numbers of streams a song gets.
There are so many phones in this video. The thing that I'm thinking about here, like even where was the one they showed before? Like, look at all these phones. If they're trying to drastically inflate their numbers, how much does this type of operation cost? And at what point does it break even? Because this looks expensive. I mean, I guess you don't need the most expensive iPhone. You could just get a bunch of shitty iPhones that as long as they can run Spotify, you're good. But it's just like, this is some dedication on a whole new level. And it brings up a topic about like cheating and like thievery and conniving that we're going to get to later in the video. We have to discuss.
Apple Music to drastically inflate the numbers of streams a song gets. In March, a man in Denmark was sentenced to 18 months in prison for getting music streaming services to pay him $290,000 in royalties for fake stream.
How do you get arrested for that though? Like, is there a law that I can't fake stream things? Like, that's a weird law. I wonder what charge they got him on, right? Because like, if I opened up 3 phones, like, and streamed my Spotify, for example, like my podcast that I have, which shout out to the podcast, go check it out, Tripping Off. But like, would I get in trouble then? Like, how many phones do I need to get in trouble? In like 18 months, I mean, I guess $290,000 is a lot of fucking money.
But that rare case is just a glimpse into the scale of this fraud. In a 2019 Rolling Stone article,
I also don't know who this is and why are they missing an eyeball? Like, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but does anyone know who this is? Like, let me know in the comments below. I guess Louis Posen.
Hopeless Records founder Louis Posen claimed this illegal practice potentially steals $300 million a year from artists with legitimate streams from real fans, equaling 3 to 4% of all streams. But that estimate is much higher now. A 2023 analyst report from the Financial Times found that up to 10% of all music streams globally are fake. This matters because there's a pool of money that streaming platforms distribute to the rights holders of songs. So when an artist is faking those streams, they're taking money out of that pool that could go to artists with legitimate streams.
I've experienced this in the TikTok creator fund. Like I stopped really making any money because it's oversaturated and the pool of money is so small that like I make like what, I have 2.5 million followers on TikTok and I make like what, $4 to $8 a month. It's ridiculous.
Streams. The creation of streaming farms follows the decline of radio and the rise of its replacement, streaming platforms.
Right.
Major artists and labels historically paid radio DJs to play their music, but streaming platforms like Spotify are democratizing music, allowing independent artists a platform. But that means larger artists and labels are struggling to stay on top of the charts, so they compete by buying streams. Streaming services like Spotify have recently tried to crack down on this by looking specifically for erratic behavior, like a sudden jump in streams or a song on repeat for hours. A Spotify spokesperson said that when they detect artificial streams, they withhold royalties and tell the label or distributor. They can also choose to
that's good. That's good.
remove tracks from the platform and fine labels and distributors. But some musicians say they're being targeted by bots and then unfairly punished as a result.
Oh no, that's what I was excited there for a minute. I was like, did we find a solution? No, it's used to hurt the little guys. It always is. It always is, man.
Marketing agencies hired by the artist might be responsible though, going behind the backs of the artists to fulfill their promises. Apple Music has similarly been penalizing streaming fraud too since 2022.
Okay.
But somehow people are continuing to steal from the royalty pool, which is already too small and meant for artists with real fans.
Yeah.
And with advancements in AI, who knows what the scale of this issue could actually be now and in the future.
Oh, it's absolutely only going to get worse. It's absolutely only going to get worse from here. And here's my thought, right? There is, am I really going to share this online? Okay, yeah, why not? Let's do it. There really is a truth, a reality to it. Rules are put in place to keep people in order. When you have a lot of people, you want to keep them in order. I know this is some Illuminati shit, right? But you want to keep them in order. You don't want everyone bucking the system and doing their own unique thing. They're hard to keep organized, and it's inherently dangerous. I don't think it's necessarily about control. I do think there are some bad actors that want to take control, but it's just safer. And so if everyone follows the same rules of the road, if everyone does the same correct things and always follows the rules, then things will be safer. But the problem is, there are a certain group of people who are brave enough to challenge the rules and to engage in the risk of perhaps getting caught, fined, and penalized. It's those brave few who are willing to do things differently than the rest of the world and get in trouble for it that usually rise to the top. It's the risk takers. It's the ones who are anarchists. It's the ones who are punk. It's the ones who are rebels that don't mind bending and breaking the rules. Now, some people do this very nefariously, right? But even in my journey to kind of move my business along, like I've had to get creative with solutions. I didn't always follow the way that everyone told me to do it. Now, I've never broken a law or I've never done anything unethical, of course, but some people look at me and be like, that's not a smart idea. That's risky. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm going to do it, because nobody else is brave enough to do it. And I have a mission, I have a goal. And so I think it's led to some success in my company. You see situations like this, absolutely unlawful, unethical. That's far and beyond like what I'm talking about here. But what's interesting is, let's say that somebody got away with this and even it came out to be exposed, right? That they faked their streams. They're already popular now. Because of the amount of streams that they've gotten, the algorithm has pushed their music to more and more fans, and they've gotten more and more followers. And so now what was originally bots is now actual fandom and, you know, frothing at the mouth for the latest single that they're going to release. And so this lying and cheating and connivery has turned into an actual tangible result. And it's like, in a world that's oversaturated with really talented people and good music, the ones who are willing to cheat their way to the top then gain a fan base, and it's like, well, their music is pretty good. You know, it's not bad. They usually stay at the top. And so it brings up this interesting question of, if you're not willing to bend the rules a little bit, can you ever find true success? I'm not saying yes or no, but I think it's something we have to discuss. And I'd love to know your opinion down in the comments below. What do you think of this in the music industry? What do you think of AI music? Have you seen some of that? Shout out to Penguin Z0 and his latest video, blowing my mind. Hit subscribe, stick around if you like this kind of content. Let's talk about psychology, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.